think you should take note of as we work together. And indeed, I'm sure that now that we are going to sit there and discuss, we'll be able to know how to work together for the good of the Lango people. During the selection, we had a discussion with BF and other people. Said, no, it's not enough to call the media houses only within the city. Lira Regional Referral Hospital has a mandate to supervise the healthcare delivery within the entire Lango sub-region. It would be unfair to leave out the journalists across the Lango sub-region, and that's why we are all here today in that 43 number. The management of the hospital is very particular and dedicated to ensure that all the vital information reaches the community. And we want that information to reach in the best way possible, not wasted. We want that information to benefit that one patient who is in the community and will benefit from our engagement as a hospital. I have a number of things that I think we will share and you'll be able to take note. Discuss together. Thank you very much, and I welcome.
We agreed about the hospital tour. We are beginning with our satellite lab. Carried out. So this lab, we call it a satellite lab because it is fully accredited under the SANAS international standards. The tests that are done here are similar to what you will get in Kenya or any other country in terms of quality and standard. So we welcome you to see so that you are able to share with the public what exists in Lira Regional Referral Hospital and why it is taking the shape it's taking into one is getting very specialized. So I welcome you to the satellite lab of Lira Regional Referral Hospital. Your sample is taken and then you wait to get the results. But what is important that I want you to pick from this area is that people usually complain that, you know, when you go to the hospital, you delay a lot, in the lab, you take a lot of time. I want you to focus onto this area. Now, in this area, we try to show the various tests that are carried out and the time that it takes. There are those tests that just take a very short time. It just come like if it is doing RDT for malaria. It's just within 5 minutes they are done. But there are other tests that can take you 2 days, can take 2 hours, where exactly you have to agree. But we inform you that this test is going to take this time. Okay. This lab also runs what we call the hub, because here is the hub and the spokes that is servicing the lower facilities. So we get samples from the lower facilities that are also supported and then taken back to help our patients. Okay.
You can see even the tests that take up to 4 weeks.
More skilled.
For example, if you are doing
I personally feel I haven't
viral loads for our HIV patients, it may take a bit of some time because you want accurate results. And some tests that involve taking some tissues from your body and analyzing it in detail. It's not something for hours. You need a panel of experts, first level review, second level review, until the confirmatory assessment is done. Yeah, so this we hold health education every morning with the patients to let them know, okay, these are some things you need to expect. Maybe an hour or two for accurate results. Yeah.
Where you were, where the medical camp was.
So, critical thing that you can see in the lab here is that one, this is not a public place for any unnecessary transaction. And you see that the place is, in the first case, clean, isn't it? And there are a lot of warnings, and there are a lot of signs. It is just not for decoration, but it is for the safety and what it requires. When we say the lab is accredited on international standards. So when you look at each of the area, you'll see like here, you're looking at biohazard notice, showing that whoever comes in here should be set. And the safety of the people is very, very important. But there is also a signage of showing what takes place where. If you turn behind, the first thing you see on the top is media preparation. I know the media now will say this must be where we say the journalists. No. Media are samples that are to undergo what? A test. Or to undergo what is supposed to be done. So generally, the lab is distributed according to the tests that take place. There is chemistry, there is microbiology, there is, as you see, serology, there is, so all these places are distributed in that way. So to us and to you, to our community, is for the people to appreciate that we have this facility and the services are available. The other critical thing to bring about to you is that these services are free of charge. What is charged is what falls under private what? Wing services. And here we don't expect that there is going to be some transaction in terms of money. If somebody asks for a coin, then that is a wrong person. All payments that could be or that are supposed to be are controlled under the by revenue what? Authority. So when you hear extortions, of course we can't say it does not exist, but it is critically minimized. As we are here, we have the CCTV cameras. All we are doing here, somebody is watching to see what is happening. So we can begin by having simple access to see what happens. Because of the numbers, we can reflect ourselves. But just be
this is the hematology department where we do most of the hematological tests. This machine here is a complete blood count machine, it's a synthesis machine, which is able to analyze hematological samples. Apart from that, we have also the clotting studies machine on the other side, which does yes, it determines. So basically that is what we do here.
So thank you very much. You know, some of those terms are basically medical and basically clinical. Don't say within this what? Within this lab. Can we have a picture there?
Okay. About machine. About machine runs a number of tests. We're able to do hormones. Those hormones for women, we do test them here as well. Even for men, we test the tumor markers, some call it tumor signatures. For conditions that would predispose, conditions that we check to make sure that cancers are not about to come. Those tumor markers. So we're able to check them using these machines here. And it has a very big capacity. You can run almost 100 samples being turned out in less than 1 hour. So it's able to meet the demand of very big number of patients who are coming here. Once we load 100 samples, you know you have almost emptied the bench on the other side. So It's a big placement for us here, and it's serving the patients very well.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
The abdomen is swelling on the back somewhere, or somebody has a suspicious mass on the breast. Once we pick that mass, this is where we bring it. And then we prepare samples, examination to see whether it's there cancer, is it normal growth, intending to get white, or it is something likely to be cancer. This is the unit that handles them. Making grow even bigger to serve the population of the entire region. So this is where a pathologist, a specialist who is a pathologist, this is the department where they support with their expertise. Okay?
Thank you. It's also
And you see the chambers here. This is where we load samples from so this section here has changed the way practice is done at the regional referral because now we have more specialists that utilize the services from this laboratory because they need it to make decisions for the patient.
okay. Thank you. So when they come, these are places where we attach them so that they are able to appreciate their That is the digitalization we are talking about, and that is why we want to appreciate that as we move on, everything is getting computer what? So computer literacy is very, very important. So in brief, this is the outpatient what? The first area of entry to the hospital. Now, if somebody has a situation that requires that person be admitted, that's now when you begin saying, go to the other what? The other side. So all these units, there is the pharmacy, there is a dental unit, there is E and north and front, there is those other smaller what? Units that help under the outpatient what? But in case there is any question, as I said before, so now from there, just in brief, specifically handling the chronic
The
patient,
HIV
HIV and
so in that unit now we are combined. But Robson is here speaks better about it. Those patients now are seen together. When you come with high blood pressure, you come with high sugars, you're seen in the same environment with a patient who has HIV. So you will not know anything that this patient has what. So that is also now making it easy. That is no longer known for the stigma is no longer that big problem. The doctors, we have trained them to treat these people the same, and we hope that they continue to get their service. One thing I wanted to add is that you see that transformer there. That is a dedicated power line straight from Ginger Camp. It has passed underground to bring our power only. Uninterrupted. Uninterrupted, does not go off. So since March last year, we have not had load shedding as a hospital. I think this is a very good development. that all those machines are able to run without power interruption for regional hospital like this.
What do we say? Passion for excellence, again and again. Talking what among the plans that the hospital has been a very long time. This place is going to change. Incidentally, for the notice of the media, the police portion, the hospital portion of the police road, whenever if you heard that there was a part of the road which was closed, that is from that gate up to the other what? Gate. And team for the support and the gesture given to ensure that we secure this place. The trouble was you'd find the babe wine trailers and whatever passing here. You remember that time when you could see we are pushing a patient and stop passing.
The is voting on you.
So, but sooner or later, you will see a change in this place.
In the next 2 months, it should be done when you come back. So now that we have integration, there's a 360 view of the patient, so that every time you come, it's not only focusing on giving you your ARVs and you go back home, but now we also now checking your blood sugar, checking screening you for cancers, and screening for your hypertension, so that we manage all those things well. And but I think it is a good breath in that unit that we do not now see segregation among patients, and they are happy. The feedback we receive right now, they are happy to be treated that way.
Okay. Any idea about how many HIV clients are receiving treatment at the
The
facility?
regional referral, Lira, is the second largest center that treats HIV patients on chronic care basis. Here we have 11,000 patients enrolled on chronic care for HIV treatment, so which is a very big number after Masaka regional referral. So that's a big number that we have been able to contain from the time that the clinic started. And of course, now we are also now discussing that if you are here and you come from Otuke, can we now start a discussion where we can send you home, closer home, you get your care from there? Because initially it was about the issues of stigma that make people say, I'm not going to get these things from Otuke. Let me go to Lira where they don't know me. But now we have integration at all levels. Even in Otuke, we are now integrating. So we are having that discussion. We hope that that can be decongested along the way as we implement the integration strategy.
Okay. Could you tell us more about this integration strategy? When did it commence?
The integration strategy started when the US government stopped funding to government. That is when it took shape. But the discussion had started much earlier, although I think there was no good momentum to make it happen. But when the funding for HIV drugs and other commodities stopped, that's when we had no option but to act immediately. But since then, we have been able to move. We had to redesignate spaces where we can see these patients. Also do retraining, because there would be members of staff who are only used to treating HIV. Now we need to teach them how to identify hypertensives and cancers in the same patient. And we have gone through that process. That was, I think, from last year around March, and up to now we are growing in that direction.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ambient space, that is where patients will be seated, and more consultation rooms for doctors. to upload here. Two
Collecting, if it is payment, this is the only area where payment.
So if you have money, you come to.
Not having money, when you are paying for a service under private wing, you come here.
Yes, and those services are very critical that they should be paid for. For example, CT scan. CT scan is one of those services that we do not want it to ever stop for even one day, because you're going to have a patient who gets a road traffic accident. We suspect a bleeding in the head, and then you come here and say the CT scan is spoiled. Go to Kampala. Why? So the Ministry of Health agreed and said, no, let's charge something small so that we do not have to wait for that long period of repair. That money can be recycled into buying the important things that must make sure that the CT scan remains viable. The other service is dialysis. Dialysis is also a very expensive service. The patients pay some little money, I think about 80,000 at a moment for a cycle, and it's the cheapest in the country. Others per day they're paying in the 500,000. That's why people are running here to flood our dialysis services, just cost to cost, to make sure that those consumables are bought. So this is where they come to pay for those things. Never paid to an individual. Uganda Revenue Authority. It's in back to that.
Something as a question, and which we should pick for the public to know. There are some people who become against the services that are available. They will come and say, oh, the CT scan is spoiled. You get me? The X-ray is not working. So that they are able to speak on those patients who are not knowing in order to get a what? A commission. We've also gotten those kind of situations. And we really need you to inform the public that by the time you are really told that a machine is not working, let it be clear. But these services are what? Available at a modest what? Price. Right.
The area that we continue to lobby from government and partners so that we get more space for the growing number of patients and others.
Kobe.
Without the touch, but now it's going to receive a fresh breath. We believe in about 2 months it should be ready. This is a new structure that was not here. The urogynecology and physical award, this one was launched, most of you could have seen. It has already started serving its purpose of hosting patients, and it's still not enough. We thought we had solved the problem, but the patients are enough is not easy. So it is good and bad. It's good that they are receiving the care, but still builds on a new pressure that more space is still required. So just for your information on this side. Of your body. It's extremely sensitive and can be very beneficial for us. It has helped us a lot. Otherwise, our patient would be on the road to Kampala, just have a CT scan done. So it's a good addition for us. Any question on this? You can tell somebody. You can do from there. You tested somebody on the machine. You can take the spot out here. Who have challenges, maybe some born before their time, they are too small. We have inside there, we will not be able to enter. We have machines that care for them until they gain weight. and they're able to be discharged back to their homes. So here we have cared for babies as small as 500 grams, half a kilogram. They are now celebrating birthdays in the community here. So that is how important this unit is. Even when they are born before their time, there's a system and machinery and expertise that is able to care for them. What the unit
But they will not allow you.
Huh? Ikuana? I've been.
Kobi, Roeti, Giniangi, Ginakabasara Kubacha, Oberokov, Bersiteri. You want them to go or yet, the Vetia Bear. The key, one ditch, Omar, Nicolor, or Yarwa, teach the way. Economica Vera. I'm a very for
Bobby?
What a mess it would be. Your role is to check and to put people where they belong, to fix people where they belong. If an RCC is trying to sit where he is not supposed to sit, to do what he's not supposed to do, you correct people. Because you even risk your lives. Somebody can kill you because of exposing the truth. You can suffer like you've been moving everywhere in this facility.
Thank you for watching Lango News channel. Please subscribe for more updates.